lovelies, welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to talk about my debt. It has been a really long time since I have done a debt update, so you have an idea of where I am in my debt-free journey. I am currently working on the debt avalanche method, similar to the debt snowball method, except instead of starting with the smallest value, I started with the one that has the highest interest rate, and I'm working on paying it off first. So since the last time we got together, a lot has changed. We picked up, my youngest had to stop and get stitches, so we had to add that. Then we bought cell phones, so we had to add that to the list. And then we've sold the RV even since I started this year. So looking at everything here, we have my daughter's car, which I am not responsible for. My daughter pays for it, but it's in my name, so I do track where it is. It's at 9.8% interest because that is her loan and not mine. That is not one that I am focused on to work on. The RV was at 5.25%. My car was at 3.34%. Currently my student loan is at 0. My mortgage just changed to, I think it's 4.3%. His stitches were at 0 and our cell phones are at 0. So the beginning of this year, I was really concentrated on making the RV payment go away because it had a 5.25% interest. So we started the year this year at almost $191,000 in debt. We owed almost $5 on the car, on my daughter's car, $6,700 on the RV, $2,300 on my car, $33,700 on my student loan, $121,000 on the mortgage, and my son had to get some stitches, and that was almost $1,000 that we had there. We didn't have the cell phones yet, so that wasn't counted in here. And then slowly every month as we went along, we started to pay more. So in January, we dropped our total debt by $1,865, and now we were down to $189,000. Yay! Again, just moving slowly along with everything. Then in February, we really kept paying things down, another $1,700 down, which brought us up to $187,300 or $187,363. And again, not much had really changed. We were definitely working on getting rid of my son's stitches. The bill was supposed to be $50 a month, but I was really putting away some serious chunks at it. And then in March, we finished paying off his stitches, but then we got cell phones, and we honestly had enough to pay for them in cash, but I didn't. Instead, it's a 0% interest, so I figured I'd just make the $60 payment every month on them. So we basically stayed the same between March and April when we started, because we only officially dropped by $289 because we added another $1,500, but everything else was going down. So once his stitches were paid off, I then really started to look and focus at the RV, which, mind you, I had been paying good sized chunks before. And it was at $5,858 in March. So just really starting to reallocate and look at where everything was going. So along comes April, and in April was transitioning. I had paychecks that were transitioning between both of my jobs. I had changed jobs recently, so really I took a huge chunk and put that towards the RV, trying to knock that down and get that out of the way as soon as possible. The RV payment was roughly $200 a month. So in the month of April alone, we paid down almost $3,000. Again, very, very focused on getting the RV at that 5% interest to go away. So we ended up the end of April at $184,091 in debt, which wasn't too bad. We went into May and we actually sold the RV. So stinking exciting. When we sold it for $10,000. We only owed $4,000 on it, and the rest of that went into paying off the next highest interest rate, which is my car currently. So although it doesn't look like it on here, really $10,000 of it did come off, although it only looks like we paid off $5,000 in May. And then in June, I took the rest of that chunk, finished paying down on my car. So my car went from $21,000 down to $13,700, down almost $8,000, yay! And that's because that's what was left over, plus the extras that I had saved up to pay down on my car. So as we moved into July, which is where we're at now, the rest of this isn't filled in. As we moved into July, my daughter's car went from almost $5,000, $4,974, down to $3,369 in 6 months. The RV got paid off, but that's because we sold it. Doesn't matter, it's gone. Don't have to worry about that payment anymore. Yay! My car went down almost $10,000, $23,137, down to $13,726. Yay! My student loan, not so much. It went from $33,709 down to $32,509, so just over $1,000. But it's going down. Currently, it is still at 0%. When the interest picks back up in September, I think it comes in at like 6% interest. This will be my main focus, but until then, we're going to keep paying down a whole lot on the car, see how low we can get the car, because I'm about saving money in the long run, and that is paying less interest on things. So although I am hyper focused on my car right now and making it go away, once my student loan interest picks back up, we will definitely change to work on the student loan first. And then the mortgage dropped from $121,388 down to $118,885. So that's what, like $3,000. His stitches are gone, but we did pick up $1,333 for cell phones, which we are still working on paying. So the beginning of the year, we walked in with almost $191,000, and we are now just under $170,000. Yay! We are sitting at $169,824.85. So in 6 months, yes, we did sell the RV for 10, but in 6 months we are down $21,128.23, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be watching all of my debt disappear. Again, being hyper focused for me is not about the snowball. Snowball is where you start with the one where you owe the least amount of money on and you get it paid off, and then you move to the next least one. I am about saving more money, and therefore I am looking at who has the highest interest rate. So the RV's gone, my car is next, but once student loan interest picks back up, I will pick my student loan to get rid of first, and then my car. And the cell phones, they're just going to sit there for the next, I think it's like a year and a half, a year and 9 months, something like that. We owe 2 years on it. They're just going to sit there and pay $60 a month. So that's all right with me. If you have any questions or want to know something else, please drop it in chat below. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.